Okay, welcome to all of you, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss on the topic that is electrostatics and in which electric field due to system of point charges. Okay, in our previous lecture we discussed on the topic regarding electric field. What is the formula for electric field? That is F by Q naught, and Q naught is the test charge. Okay, and we also discussed the electric field due to point charge. Okay, and the value of electric field due to point charge is equal to K Q by R square. What is the value of K? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Okay, now in this topic, if more than two charges or a system of charges is there, then what is the electric field due to system of all the point charges or multiple charges? Okay, like the same things we discussed in force due to a system of multiple charges, and the value of resultant force is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 dash 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 plus Fn. Means the value of resultant force due to system of all the charges is total sum of all the individual forces, or we can say that the principle of superposition is applied in this concept. Okay, so like this, the electric field is due to system of point charges is also follow the rule of principle of superpositions. So how this rule we can apply in this topic? So suppose this is the system of charges and this is the origin. Okay, and here at point P, Q naught is the test charge and Q1 is another charge and Q2 is also another charge. So R1 vector is the position vector for Q1 charge. Here R2 is the position vector of Q2 from the origin. Okay, so and one more thing, R1P vector is the position vector of these two charges, or we can say from Q1 to P, and similarly R2P vector is the position vector of two point charges, that is Q2 to Q node. Okay, now if Q naught and Q1, these two charges, or we can say this is the test charge and this is the source charge, so there is one electric field, and electric field, the value of electric field is E1, and the direction of electric field in this direction. Okay, because this is the repulsive force between these two charges. One more thing, here this is the test charge and this is the source charge, so another electric field, that is the E2, which is repulsive in nature and in this direction. So if we resolve these two electric field, E1 vector and E2 vector, then this will gives the direction of resultant value of electric field, that is E1 vector plus E2 vector, and these resultant electric field directed from origin with R vectors. Okay, so I write here some consideration before going to discuss the derivation of electric field due to individual value A1 and A2. Consider a system of n charges. System of n charges, and I take only two charges. And if n charges are there, Q1, Q2, Qn, having position vectors R1 vector, are two vectors and dash 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 are n vector with respect to origin. Okay, with respect to origin. Now here q naught and q1 is the charge, so there is a electrostatic force between these two charges. For which charges? Q naught and Q1. So from Coulomb's law, from Coulomb's law, what is the value of F1? F1 vector. How to write? F1 vector means F1 vector, this is the position vector, and the value of position vector is magnitude into unit vector. So I write here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q naught q1 upon r1p whole square r1p of unit vector. Okay, this is the magnitude and this is the unit vector, which is equal to the position vectors. Okay, now I write these things in bracket. A bar equal to a vector equal to what? It's the value of mod of A and A unit vector. This is the unit vector and position vector, which is you studied in your class 11th. So from this formula I write this F1 vector. This is the magnitude and this is the direction. Okay, now what is the value of electric field? Electric field, you know that E1 vector equal to F1 vector upon Q naught. Okay, so what is the value of F naught? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught and Q naught Q1 upon R1p square into 1 by Q naught. Okay, so Q naught cancel out and we can find the value of E1. So write this. So the value of E1 equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R1p square and unit vector R1p cap. Okay, similarly what is the value of E2? E2 vector equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R2p square equal to into R2p cap. This is the value of E1 and E2, and the principle of superposition is applicable for E1 and E2. So write the principle of superposition. So according to the principle of superposition of electric field, the electric field at any point due to a group of charges is equal to the vector sum of electric field produced by each charge individually at that point when all other charges are assumed to be absent. Hence, electric field at P point due to n charges, system of charges, which is equal to E equal to E1 vector plus E2 vector plus dash 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 plus En vectors if n charges are present here. Okay, and in our phasor diagram which we draw earlier, there are only two charges q1 and q2, so the electric field, the value of resultant electric field E equal to E1 vector plus E2 vector. So this is the principle of superposition. If there are n number of charges, then the individual electric field is the vector sum of all the electric field produced by each charge, and the effect of other charges is not taken into consideration. Okay, so this is all about the electric field. Now if you want to write down the value of E1 and E2, then you will get a general expression for the electric field. What is the value of E1? Suppose E1 plus E2 plus En vector. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R1P square. Okay, R1P square and R1P cap plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon R2P square R2P cap plus SJS plus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and here Qn upon Rnp square Rnp vector. Okay, now if we take 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is the common, then Q1 upon R1P square R1P vector plus Q2 upon R2P square R2P vector plus this plus Qn upon Rnp square and Rnp vectors. So this is the value of electric field according to the principle of superposition. Okay, if there are n number of charges is there, then you will find the value of total electric field or resultant electric field. Okay, now our topic is distribution of charges. Okay, please write down this thing. Okay, before going to the topic distribution of charges, we will consider or we take a numerical problem. So 2 point charges Q1 equal to 0.2 coulomb and Q2 equal to plus 0.4 coulomb are placed or are placed 0.1 meter apart. Calculate the electric field at first point, midpoint between charges. Second, a point on the line joining Q1 and Q2 such that it is 0.05 meter away from Q2 and 0.15 meter away from Q1. So this is the question, and in this question there are two charges Q1 and Q2. Q1 is 0.2 coulomb and Q2 equal to 0.4 coulomb, which are separated by a distance 0.1 meter. So right here Q1 and Q2 are two charges, that is 0.2 coulomb and 0.4 coulomb. Okay, and there is a separation between them. Okay, 0.1 meter there is a separation. So we have to find out the electric field at the midpoint between charges. So I consider this is the midpoint of this separation of between two charges. So what is the half of 0.1? Means this is the distance of 0.05 meter, and this distance is also 0.05 meter. Okay. Now at point O, the electric field due to Q1 charge, that is E1, and electric field due to Q2 charge is E2. So the direction of E1 is in this direction and the direction of Q2 is in this direction. And what is the resultant of this value E1 and E2, we will discuss, okay, or we will find out. So right here the electric field at O due to Q1, so E1, what is the value of E1? Equal to K Q1 by R square. And what is the value of Q1? Directly you take 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Q1 is 0.2 upon R square. R square means there is separation, that is 0.05 meter square. Okay. Now if you solve this, then you will get the answer 7.2 into 10 to the power 11 Newton per coulomb. Okay. Now the value of electric field at O due to Q2. So what is the value of electric field E2? That is K Q2 by R square. Okay. And what is the value of K? 9 into 10 to the power 9 into, what is the value of Q2? Q2 is the 0.4 upon distance, that is 0.05 whole square. Okay. So solve this. It's just 0.2 and it is 0.4, so double of 0.2. So multiply this 14.4, we will get answer 14.4 into 10 to the power 11 Newton per coulomb. This is the value of E1 and E2. So here write the direction is also, the E1 is in the direction of suppose I take A point here and B point here. So E1 in, what is the direction of E1 electric field? AO, along AO. And what is the direction of E2? E2 in BO, along BO. So what is the value of resultant electric field? What is the value of resultant electric field? Which is the more value, this one or this one? 14.4 into 10 to the power 11 is the more value. So you can get the resultant value of electric field, that is E net equal to E2 minus E1. Why E2 minus E1? Because E2 is more value. So 14.4 into 10 to the power 11 minus 7.2 into 10 to the power 11. Okay. So you will get 7.2 into 10 to the power 11 Newton per coulomb along which direction? Along BO. Why BO? because this is a more value, so the electric field, resultant electric field along BO direction. Okay, write down and we will go on second question. Okay, this is our second question, and in the second question one condition and another condition, a point on the line joining Q1 and Q2 such that it is 0.05 meter away from Q2 and 0.15 meter away from Q1. Okay, this is Q1 and Q2, and a point, another point P, which is 0.05 meter away from Q2. Okay, this is the P point, which is 0.05 meter away from Q2 and 0.15 meter away from Q1. Why? Because this is the 0.1 meter and 0.05 meter, so the whole distance between Q1 and P is 0.15 meter. Okay, now the electric field E1 due to Q1 at point P in this direction, that is the E1, and electric field due to Q2 at point P is also in this direction, or I write here, that is E2 vector. So we have to calculate the value of E1 and E2. Now electric field due to Q1 at P is E1 equal to, what is the value? Value is K Q1 by R square, and the value of Q K 10 into 10, 9 into 10 to the power 9, and what is Q1? 0.2, and what is distance? That is a 0.15 meter, and along which direction? AP. So this is the value of E1. Now the value of E2. Now electric field due to Q2 at P, what is the value of E2 vector? It is K Q2 by R square. So write 9 into 10 to the power 9. And what is the value of Q2? Q2 is 0.4. Okay, upon what is R? This is the distance between Q2 and P, so I write 0.5. Okay, this is the value of E2 along which direction? Along BP. Okay, now we want to find the resultant of E1 and E2. So look here, what is the direction of E1 along AP, and what is the direction of E2? E2 is also in the same direction of E1, so both the field are add up. Okay, both E1 and E2 are add, so E net, what is the value of net electric field? That is E1 vector plus E2 vector. So put the value of E1 and E2 from the given equation, and you can find the value of E1 and E2, find the value of E net. So write, and what is the direction of E net? E net is also along the direction of A P. Okay, please note down. So find the value of E net. E net equal to E1 plus E2. So what is the value of E1? 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 0.2 upon 0.15 square, plus what is the value of E2? 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 0.4 upon 0.05 of whole square. So take the common 9 into 10 to the power 9 and 0.2 upon 0.15 of whole square plus 0.4 upon 0.05 of whole square. So this will give the total value of resultant electric field when two charges are separated some distances. So if you solve this value, then you will get 1.52 into 10 to the power 12 Newton per coulomb. And what is direction? Along AP. So this is the value of electric field between two charges. Okay, I write this value directly because you can calculate easily this value. Okay, so this is the value of resultant electric field. Okay, so write down this numerical and you should solve some more numerical problems which is given in your textbook. Okay, the textbook for this you can refer SL Arora or all-in-one and NCERT. Okay, we go through first SL Aurora as well as NCERT. Okay, because concepts are same but some numerical are different in your exercise, so we will do all these things. Okay, so complete it.